defeated purposes assure you that you're worthlessness. It's surely confirmed, don't let me reaffirm this shit. You doing dirty, got you spiraling into skirmishes. The burn is permanent, hot like 1,000 furnaces. However fervent, you stay determined to work and earn it. Roll up a leaf and burn it, you feeling froggy Kermit. Don't ever disregard the power of your intuition. I'm sick as influenza, drugs can't do no influencing. Sacrifice my life for rhyming like a chosen martyr. Yours truly, stay cool as a cube of frozen water. You open doors and you wanna see if they open farther. Who's closer to you than ones that pray you may falter? A plus.
But you had to leave me before I realized that I should have stayed right there by your side. But you had to leave me before I realized that I love you.
By your side, I'm the flyest of the fly. Try as you may try, no copying my design. Colluded with Cuban Jewish, I'm fluent, you knew it. Truth is, I can do this in my sleep if I so choose it. So do this for me, take your ass and make the choice to move it. I'm sorry that I had to put you through shit, but I gotta go, cause I'm on a roll. Vominos, I bend a lot of flows, spend a lot of dough on the coast. Only by that I boast, cause I'm different, omnipotent. I kick the shit that's causing you cognitive dissonance. When I arrive per the sky, no surprise, transactions be in disguise, spreading lies. I describe that I
stay right there by your side.
A plus.
But you had to leave me before I realized that I would have stayed right there by your side. But you had to leave me before I realized that I love you.
Amazing races, they degrade the status. They just hating cause they ain't us. I dial your tone, you need to hang up. Get your weight up, not your hate up. The flow is gracious and deadly. Spit is smoother than the medley. I'm rising up, that's how my bread be. In the oven when I'm baking. With the butter cause I'm on a roll. Like I'm on a stove, hotter though. Ballin' pro style, low profile. Go the whole mile, I'm known to show out. Don't take it lightly, they might indict me. If so, then rightly. This ain't that foolishness they be hyping. Misplacing statements wait to penetrate the higher mind. Millions of places, but I'm right here, right by your side. A plus.
But you had to leave me before I realized that I would have stayed right there by your side. But you had to leave me before I realized that I love you.
What's up? Welcome to WOOSAWORLD Radio. You're rocking with Miss K Don't Play. Today we're continuing our episode from yesterday, Trouble. If you are followed by trouble everywhere, by God, it is you. And today we're going to talk about trouble in relationships. Because I was talking to my friend today on Instagram, and she was talking about being happy with yourself and loving yourself enough to know, look, what it requires, what it's going to take for me to be in a relationship, I'm not ready for yet. Real talk. We don't take enough time with ourselves, and so in turn, we have these episodes with people that in relationships that we shouldn't. We become codependent. That's the number one problem. We're not happy, we're not whole ourselves, and then we become codependent. We need this person to make me happy. I need you to do this to make me happy. If you would just do this, I would be happier. No. The goal is to make yourself happy, and then in turn, once you know yourself completely, inside and out, you love yourself inside and out, then you can move on to relationship. Because then you have what it takes to actually deposit into someone else, to include someone else in your world. Like, we talk a lot about divorce that's run rampant and broken families, but we don't talk about the things and the root of the problem, the things that cause the broken families to occur. Period. We don't talk about that enough. We don't talk about why there's so many broken families. We don't talk about the codependency of people. We don't talk about that we're broken and we're not fixing ourselves first. We don't talk about that the society that we're living in right now suffer with depression, anxiety, being misled, toxic relationships. Like, everybody's on this kick of toxic relationships, but nobody is getting to the root of it. What's the root of the toxic relationship? Could it be that you were hurt as a child and you never fully recovered? Could it be that your first love, I'm gonna use my life as an example. Miss K don't play. Y'all know I use my life as an example. For example, okay? With my life, period. I was in so many toxic relationships that I actually thought that, and this was my philosophy, real talk, that men did not have the capability to be compassionate, to be loving, to be kind, to be gentle, to communicate effectively. Like, I felt like all men were monsters. Real talk. And then I met my husband and got into a relationship with him, and here I am broken. My twin's father had just passed. Here I am on the rebound and broken, getting into a relationship. I had no business getting into a relationship with anyone, because all I could do at that point was be codependent. And what I needed from my partner was a lot more than what they had to give. And I didn't have too much to give them. So where did that leave us? I had a friend called Tanya Brown. Shout out to Tanya Brown. If she wasn't telling me the truth years ago, and I didn't want to hear it. 10 years ago, let's say maybe 6 years ago, 6 to 8 years ago, when I had first met around, when I first started getting serious with my husband. No, it was longer than that, because my kids are 12. So let's say 10 years ago, when we first originally decided we was going to think about getting married, when I got pregnant with my youngest son. So that had to be about 9. All right. Let me explain. This woman said to me, I said, Tanya, I'm about to get married. She says to me, I don't think that's a wise idea yet. You're not ready. Now, when older people tell you you ain't ready, we would love to combat them and tell them all these things. And I'd love to give her every reason and why I was ready and why she was wrong. But the real of it was that I wasn't ready. I wasn't. And she said to me, when you engage in, getting married with someone and in a relationship with someone, and you're not happy and whole yet, and they're not happy and whole yet, all you do is marry all of their issues, and all they do is marry all of yours. If we as women and men, if men understood their real divine purpose, we wouldn't have so many disconnects. We wouldn't have so many toxic relationships. We wouldn't have so many people who believe that everybody else is the trouble when it's really them. Real talk. Real talk. I'm going to have to, we need a round of applause for that. When you are worried about the trouble, look at yourself. There's this old saying that says when you have one finger pointing at someone, you have 3 pointing back at you. Real talk. And if you do that, and if you remember that, everything will be okay. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and play our music that helps us unwind our meadowland. Yes, follow D Conga. Go ahead and breathe in and breathe out, beautiful people.
I know say you like calm. I know say you need stop. My tempo too. Give me the conga. The last kid pray with a new swag. sangan pere. Mbono sangan pere. Yante mi kono sangan pere. Mbono sangan pere. Kopse bela baby, give me that bonga. Baby, give me that number. I know say you like calm. I know say you need calm. Oh yeah, I see the way she dey wanna bum, 'cause I like the way she dey take it, dey go. Oh yeah, show me that you're gonna be personally. I want this one to go. Oh well, oh yeah, sorry, I like the way you dey shake that your body. Anything you want, I go give it to you. One, he after the party, you go tell me say you like. Oh yeah, sare wale, scatter the stairs. Oh yeah, sare wale, scatter the stairs. Oh yeah, sare wale, negotiate. Oh yeah, sare wale, carry late. Oh yeah, go the wale, oh yeah, go the wale, oh yeah, say they go there. Oh yeah, say they go there. Ele baby, give me that bonga. Ele baby, give me that number. I know say you like calm. I know say you need calm. Batman, me dey so. That's why you dey up for well and no be stop for ya. Saliwa, back control. The way you dey take your well, she na so. Oh yeah, Saliwa, back control. The way you dey take your well, she na so. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, follow me spend money. Anything you want, I go give it to you, honey. The best will be your well, take a dolly. I no time to waste some well. Oh yeah, so. Oh yeah, Saliwa, I no time to waste some well. Oh yeah, so. Best will be your well, take a dolly. Best mommy, best mommy, best mommy. I'm a say no dolly. Best mommy, best mommy. Baby, give me that bonga. Baby, give me that number. I know say you like calm. I know say you need calm. Baby, give me that bonga. Baby, give me that number. I know say you like calm. I know say you need calm.
I hope you guys enjoyed that tune from Meadowland. Follow the conga. That's our unwind music. Go ahead and shake off all the toxicity that's been going on in your week, in your life, in your day, in this hour. Go ahead and get the frustration off. Go ahead and shake off the negativity. Go ahead and let loose for just 3 minutes. Just let loose and forget that people are watching. Forget that anybody's around. Forget that you were frustrated a minute ago. Remember to take that moment you need to work on you. Remember to love yourself more than you love anybody else. I love my children to death. I love my children to life, rather. But if I don't take care of me, who will be around to take care of them? If you don't take care of you and get to the root of your issues and your problems and the reason why trouble is following you from place to place, then you are doomed. And ultimately, you perpetuate a cycle of non-productivity. That's ultimately what you do. And in the process, you hurt others. And when you do that, you have to worry about karma. Remember that. Check out my girl, Boss Lady Radio, tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Central, and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check out my boy, Love Yuan, musically on For Love UntarnishedIndustries.com. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of karma with Jackie B.
Oh, you hurt me on purpose. I will put that pain in my music. You will tell me good. Now you got something to sing about.